Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Live at 5. Woo! It's Vinn Dogg in the house, baby. Yes, please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. This will be a blessing to us, and I hope that you guys tell a friend, tell some neighbors, because it is definitely going down Manic Monday for the October lovers, baby. Let's hit it.
It is time for Live at 5 with Vinn Dogg Radio, produced by Money Bin. Live on Twitter, YouTube, and Rumble and Getter coming soon. Follow him on Twitter and Instagram at Vinn Dogg Radio. Oh no, it's about to go.
Yes, indeed. Welcome to Live at 5, ladies and gentlemen. It is Monday, one day after Sunday. And I know a lot of people are like, I don't like Mondays. Mondays are horrible. But you know what? This is going to be one of the best Mondays of your life because we are definitely Live at 5. Now, we're going to start it off with an incredible news story about a 17-year-old girl who helped put a tourniquet on a police officer. And then we're going to get into our pumpkin takes. And please love and follow the channel right here on YouTube and Twitter. It's going to be exciting. It's awesome. And may God richly bless you all for being here. I think this is one of the most incredible experiences ever. Next week, let me tell you, I'm marking this on the calendar already. It's already marked on the calendar. Next Monday, we have a very special guest, a huge guest. I can't even mention his or her name, but I got to tell you, you just have to tune in and just stay locked and loaded because this is going to be one of the shows that you must tune into. Live at 5 with myself, Vinn Dogg Radio. It's going to be fun. I am excited to be here with you. And yes, you can follow me right now on Twitter. Yes, at Vinn Dogg Radio. On Getter at Vinn Dogg Radio. Yes, GETTR. It's in the show notes. And also, you can follow me right here on YouTube at Vinn Dogg Radio. And you can also, yes, indeed, on Instagram at Vinn Dogg Radio, at rumble.com at Vinn Dogg Radio. But I must tell you this much. When we start doing a big situational giveaway, yes, we're going to have a giveaway. It's going to be cool. I'm excited. Oh, what's up, DJ Pat? Yeah. Patrick D in the house. I am so excited to see you on here, bro. That's awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. And please share the channel. This is exciting stuff. Now, I'm going to get to this news story because this is a very cool story about the 17-year-old girl who put the tourniquet on the police officer. And you just have to zoom in on this story. And I'm gonna put this in perspective for you. You know, law enforcement always gets a bad name, right? It's just sad that they do this to these people, man. The men and women in law enforcement deserve our praise. They deserve all of the glory from God. And they get all the glory from God. God glorifies these people because they glorify him by protecting and serving the public. You see what I'm saying? But listen to this news story. I think this is awesome. Listen.
When I was trying to go to bed, it was all I could think about. And this morning, it was all I could think about.
17-year-old Ava Donegan keeps replaying Saturday night in her head.
I had never even heard gunshots, so that was a whole new situation for me.
Donegan was in the car with her boyfriend, stopped at a red light, when they found themselves in the middle of a crime scene.
I saw the cop get out of the car, and then I saw him get shot a few times.
Her car was just in front of the shooter's truck, so they ducked and called 911.
Somehow I blinked my eye, and the cop who was shot was right in front of my car.
The officer had been shot in the shoulder and the wrist and came to her window asking for help with his tourniquet.
He told me that it was completely numb and his hand was completely limp.
Donegan says she helped put his tourniquet on, get his vest off, and use his radio to call it in.
When I realized he needed help, it all was instincts.
Even though it was scary, she says she's glad she was able to help.
I'm just glad that he is okay. And I think that gives me a good peace of mind.
Yeah, thank you so much for that story. That young lady is incredible, and I'm telling you, A lot of people do not get enough praise for what they do, the goodness in this world. I mean, there's still great people in this society. Unfortunately, the jet stream media does not highlight good people anymore. All they want to do is just ridicule folks and just make them all look bad, which is terrible, right? Don't you think so? I mean, it's actually sad that we have to, get to this point in our lives where people are just not respected anymore. Everybody is just, oh, we have to shame these people because they believe a certain way, and we have to cancel people because they are a certain way. It's just awful, folks. Just awful. And you know what? And I feel bad for folks that get canceled because, to be honest with you, I don't want to cancel anybody. It's not my forte. I don't care. And if I don't agree with something, I don't go ahead and say, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and cancel you because I don't agree with your narrative, blah, blah, blah. My philosophy, my deal is with that, is that if I don't agree with it, I just won't listen to it. That's just the way it is. I won't listen. I won't watch. I will just go about my business. And, I'm like, man, people need to stop canceling one another. It's sad, I mean, I remember there was a point in time in our lives. Hold on. Where people used to be able to communicate with one another. But that doesn't happen anymore. Do you know why? Because we all have to be satisfied in our own peculiar way. And it's absolutely heinous what people do to one another. It is. And I say this because I just don't like the way people treat each other these days. It's just sad. I mean, hey, we might have differences in politics and all that stuff, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to go and get you shut down because, you are a conservative or you're liberal. I mean, to me, that's your problem if you're a liberal, okay? I mean, that's your biz. So let's stop. Let's, call it like it is and stop like putting people on blast like that because that's not cool. All right. So today I'm going to talk about pumpkins. Everybody knows that this is the month of Red October. This is Rocktober. This is a manic Monday, and some people just, wish it was Sunday, but it's not. It's Monday. Okay. And, there was a comedian by the name of Russell Peters, and he always said that no one likes a Monday. And that's funny, okay? Because I like Mondays. I think Mondays are the coolest days of the week. How about you? I love it. I think we all should love Mondays. I mean, Mondays are awesome, right? I mean, God has like richly blessed us with an awesome Monday. And I think that this is really cool. So we're going to celebrate pumpkins because we like pumpkin spice cake, pumpkin spice ice cream, pumpkin spice lotion, pumpkin spice soap, pumpkin spice candles, everything with pumpkin spice you have to like because it's really, really nice. Now, let's get it started with a little bit of pumpkin spice. Ooh, look at that. Pumpkin lives matter. Now, take a look at that. Take a look at that, folks. Read that. Isn't that cool? That is awesome. Read what it says. You reading that? Mobile pumpkin spice. Is that going to go in your gas tank? And we're going to get to stuff like that in a second, too. This is going to be the coolest monologue today because people like pumpkin spice lattes. Oh, my goodness, that's awesome. Now, if you're watching right now, put in the comment section on what kind of pumpkin spice you like. And please, let's not talk about the alcoholic beverages because everybody knows about that stuff already. We want to keep it clean today. But let me tell you something, folks. This is awesome. Okay, we're going to go to the next one. Ooh, look at that. The pumpkin patch. That's what I'm talking about right there. Now, this is where Pumpkin Lives Matter starts right here. You see the colors of the pumpkins? There's black pumpkins. I mean, I'm just kidding. There's orange pumpkins and white pumpkins. I think we might have some of those. Let's see if we have some diverse pumpkins going on here. And I think this is awesome. Ooh, look at that. See? That's awesome. Look at that. Check that out. See? Pumpkin lives together. Look, orange and white pumpkins can get along better than human beings. Because the human race is just so jacked up that it's ridiculous, right? So, oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Pumpkin spice, Old Spice. Okay, that would be something that my dad would probably like. No, I think he likes Bulgari spice. I don't know. But that's something that my dad will like. It's just funny. All right. So this is cool. I love pumpkins. And I love the white pumpkins. They're really, really cool. I mean, the orange pumpkins are so typical. Everybody has an orange pumpkin. And I didn't have any pictures of any green pumpkins. And there's some cool green pumpkins too. So let's get done with this monologue real fast here. And I'm going to let it go to the next. Okay. And we got to go one more. This is awesome. Look what that says. Wake up, Joe. Wake up. That's what that says. Look at that. That's cool, right? And we are talking about resident brain dead himself. All right. Now, I recorded this inside of a store, and I won't give it a name because they're not a sponsor. And if you're not a sponsor in a store, I won't name your establishment, but I will film the products in the store. This is a Live at 5 exclusive for the president installed. Wake up, Joe. Wake up. Hey, oh my goodness. Oh my. Let's go, Brenda. Let's do it louder. Let's go, Brenda. Yeah. That's the VP right there. And her name is Brenda. Yes. Brenda and Brandon. Yeah, they go together in office, I guess. So you know where this is going next. And Brenda seems to think that we're friends with North Korea. Are you ready for Brenda to explain this? Everybody get ready. Get your eardrums ready for Brenda Brand. Here we go. Let it go for Brenda. She's going to tell us.
So the United States shares a very important relationship, which is an alliance with the Republic of North Korea. And it is an alliance that is strong and enduring.
Okay, thank you.
Wait. It is long and enduring. Did she even know what she was saying right there? It was like that little situation she had with the school buses. You know, she was just talking about how the school buses take the people, and I don't know. The lady is just off the cuff, like loony bin style. So I don't know. All right. So you guys ready for some more of this? Listen, watch what Joe does. This is comedy. Watch what he does. This is hilarious. Watch.
Thank you.
Mr. President.
The other way. Oh my goodness.
But guess
Okay. Now let me set this one up. I want you all to listen to the crowd in the background as they laugh at what he says. And you tell me what you think. Watch this. Just watch this.
guess what? We got a lot to do.
I bet you do.
Gotta say hi to me.
Yeah.
We go back a long way. She was 12, I was 30, but anyway. This woman helped me get an awful lot done. Anyway.
What? Really? Oh my gosh. What would you say about that, people? That is utterly strange, don't you think? I don't know what to say about that one. Okay, here is the next one. These are the bloopers, the pumpkin ticks bloopers of you know who, Flashbang himself. Now, listen to what he tells this guy named Charlemagne. I'm not going to say what his whole title of his name is because I just don't think he's one. You know what I mean? Okay, listen.
You have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
It don't have nothing.
29. I'm like,
Pumpkin lives matter, folks. Now that's comedy, right? All right. There's more. Listen to what this guy says. And now, let me tell you, if this were 45, everybody would be upset. But Joe gets a pass.
the token black or the token woman. I was the token young person.
Did you hear that? He was the token young guy. I'm the token young guy. All right. Now check this one out. There she is, the cackler herself. Willie Brown's test case, shall I call her? She says, "We did it, Joe." You're right. You're darn right you did. Look at that in the background. Man, that's crazy. Insane prices. Just nuts. Just nuts. How do you feel about these people? Oh, what? Oh, you really don't like them, huh?
No.
Okay, that's cool. I don't either. But that's fine. You know, they're there. All right. So this is insane. Look at that. The prices are just... Okay. I'll move on. No problem. And look at this. Check this video.
The governor and I, and we were all doing a tour of the library here and talking about the significance of the passage of time.
What?
Right? The significance of the passage of time.
What?
So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time in terms of what we need to do to lay these wires, what we need to do to create these jobs. And there is such great significance to the passage of time when we think about a day in the life of our children.
Did you just hear what she said? I got nothing from that one. I got nothing from that one. Like, what is she really talking about here? All I heard was the passage of time. What is she thinking? That she's talking about America's pastime, which is baseball? Oh, my goodness. My goodness. And it's funny. I just have to use this with humor because everybody's always bashing them. And you know what? It's not even worth me bashing them. It's just terrible. Like, it seems like she's getting senile because she had to think about that phrase, the passage of time. The passage of time. You know, we had to get everything ready for the passage of time. Just ridiculous. All right. See next clip or video. Okay, here we go. Hey, let's go, Brenda. How you doing? Now we're setting this up for
What do you say to a dad?
Okay. Now this is crazy. Former NBA star Dwayne Wade is just off his rocker. It is crazy. This guy is capitulating big time. He's lost his manhood a long time ago. All right? Supposedly, Dwayne Wade was supposed to be like this great athlete. I mean, he was awesome, but he was no Kobe Bryant. He was no Shaquille O'Neal. He was no Michael Jordan. I mean, these people in Hollywood have lost their cookie jars. I kid you not. I want you to listen to what this clown duster says very carefully. And there are two clips of him in a row because I just want to prove something here about this guy. All right? All right, listen to this. It's
out there whose daughter has just come home and said, "I'm trans." What?
Uh-oh, you know where this is going, right, guys? You know where this is going. Listen.
What do you say to that, Dad?
Well, I say the moment when you were in the hospital and you grabbed your daughter and you looked at your daughter and all the things that went through your mind, all the emotions that went through your mind, and how much love filled your heart at that moment. Don't let that ever leave you, no matter what. Like, the one thing as parents, what we do is we find our mini-me's and we try to make them just like us. We just understand, like, our kids are going to be who they are. It's our job to help mold them and help try to, push them in the right places that they want to go. But just remember that moment, what you said in that hospital that day they were born.
Dwayne Wade. Wow. Society is going down the tubes. Oh, Lord help us. Lord help us. Society is going. It is going, gone all the way home. Man. And I'm telling you, you think this is bad? Wait until you see the next clip that I'm going to play from this guy. He is definitely talking about wearing high heels. Yes, Dwayne Wade is kicking up his heels. Really? Oh my goodness. This is insane, man. Is Dwayne Wade crazy?
Yes.
I thought so too. And I hope, that, I don't know, man. I just don't know anymore. This is insane. And listen to his next clip. It's nuts.
At 3 years old, like I said, when me and my wife looked at each other, right? And the reason we looked at each other is because of this, as kids, I used to put on heels.
Whoa. Heel toe. Oh, no, he's talking about high heel shoes. Oh, I'm sorry. Wow. Go ahead.
I used to do all those things. I try to put on whatever my sisters wear. When one of my sisters did, I try to do those things.
So you mean to tell me that you love wearing girls' clothes? That's your business. Okay, but not my bag, but go ahead. Oh, and look at this. Gavin Newsom of California signed this bill. I want you guys to read that carefully. This guy is the epitome of horrific, very satanically inspired. Look at this. This is sick. Without parents' permission, are you serious? No way. That's just unacceptable. And the thing of it is that, hey, you do things in life, that's your business, because at the end of it, you're going to have to answer to God himself. And some people say, well, you are American, you're American Jesus, and blah, blah, blah. It's not about an American Jesus. This is about Jesus Christ, period. It's not about America. This is going on around the world, folks. It's not just here in Killer, California. It's going on around the world. And, a lot of people are running to other places for refuge. But I'm going to tell you something. Whatever happens in California is going to happen in other places around the country. And if you are smart and you know the mapology of all of this stuff, when California goes, so does the rest of the country. And you have to think about this too, people. This guy could be propped up to be your next Pontius in 2024. So he could be in charge of the other 49 states with you-know-who, and I rather not mention their names. But you know what? I just want everybody to look at this clearly and see what it is. And some people says, well, it is what it is. Don't give me that. I don't like it is what it is. Just say it how it is. This is just wrong of him to do this, but that's another subject. Go ahead. We're going next one. Look at this one. And this is my buddy, Governor Ron DeSantis of the great state of Florida. And we're praying for all the people that have suffered from that hurricane in Florida. That is insane what has happened in Florida. And we just pray that God is going to be with all of them in Florida, because these folks are suffering over there and it's just sad. All right. But Ron DeSantis has something to say about gruesomeness.
So, the governor of California
sent a letter to the Department of Justice saying you need to prosecute Texas and Florida governors. And all I can say is I think his hair gel is interfering with his brain function.
Okay. Interfering with his hair function. I like that one. I like that one. That's awesome. So, let me tell you what's going to happen in America if we don't stand up. Things are going to get worse and worse and worse. The days are going to get darker. And people are just running away from the fight instead of fighting the good fight. You know what I'm saying? It's just terrible. Stop running and punch it to the engine and fight for what's right. That's all you have to do. People are like, oh man, California's going down the tubes. Oh man, I don't know about California, blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you something. If you run from California, you go somewhere else, and then it starts happening in that place, what are you going to do? Run from there too? I mean, come on. You got to ask yourself, am I going to run or am I going to fight for my family? You know what it is? I think, California is turning into like Gideon's army of folks who just want to have a moral compass, period. And I hate to say this, but Christians in California need to stand up. Woke churches need to wake up. Straight up. Woke churches need to wake up. 155%. Or as I like to say, 10,000%. They need to wake up. And just, hey, there's time. There's still time. November 8th is around the corner. Barring an October surprise, because we just started the month of October. All right. Now, we're going to end this 30-minute show today on a great note because I just love what Ronald Wilson Reagan has to say right here. Listen to the man himself.
In this present crisis, government is not the solution to our problem. Government is the problem. It is time to reawaken this industrial giant, to get government back within its means, and to lighten our punitive tax burden. And these will be our first priorities, and on these principles there will be no compromise.
I love when he said that. There will be no compromise. And for people to say that, we need the government to be our super duper daddies, you're getting it all wrong. Government is supposed to be obedient to the people. People are self-governed. If you don't believe me, read the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. And unfortunately, some people would say, if I only had a brain, I could read the Constitution. I'm serious. Read it, and you tell me what it says. All right. Listen to these terrifying words that Ronald Reagan's about to mention. Listen, guys. Listen very, very carefully. Listen.
I think you all know that I've always felt the 9 most terrifying words in the English language are, I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
Bingo! Yes, I'm from the government and I'm here to help. Now, when you hear those 9 most terrifying words, you better run big time. Because that's not good. That's not ever good when they say I'm from the government and I'm here to help. Look, when we put people in office, all they're supposed to do is protect the Constitution of the United States of America. That's all they're supposed to do, is protect the Constitution. Let the people move on their own. And we have to stop censoring people. This is not a democracy. It's a constitutional republic. Let's get it right. Democracy is words of a communist. And it's sad that people have to think that way. But let me break it down to you. This country is not perfect. All right? We're not perfect people. But let me tell you something. There is a bigger and greater thing than us. And that is the creator of the universe. God himself, through his son, Jesus Christ, created this world. They created the heavens and the earth. All right? Now, if a lot of people want to argue with Christianity, they want to argue with God. Don't argue with me because I'm not the one that set the rules. Argue with God and see what happens. Instead of trying to argue God's word, you should read God's word. You should have a come to Jesus moment and ask God to reveal the truth to you, and then you can figure it out after that. Because he'll help you figure it out. Ask God to pour the Holy Spirit upon you and see what happens. Because this nonsense has got to stop. Division has got to stop. And let me tell you something, GOP, like, Mitch McConnell. I'm going to start naming these names. Mitch McConnell, Lisa Murkowski, Mitt Cricket Neck Romney. Oh, boy. Susan Collins, she's a joke. These people that I'm naming are jokes. And, Doug Ducey from Arizona, you're a wimp. Brian Kemp from Georgia, you're a wimp. You guys are all wimps that I just named. Super duper rhino machines. And I just don't trust the GOP of California because they did Anthony Trimino and Larry Elder 16 ways to Sunday and 32 from Tuesday. And I'm going to tell you something, folks. They need to get it together in Sacramento because the GOP is not for me right now. I am a conservative, but doesn't mean that I'm a Republican. And I'm definitely not a Democrat. All right? Because I just want people that are constitutionalist and not institutionalist in office to serve and serve well. No biggie. All right? So we're going to end this on a good note. This is a great piece from Ronald Wilson Reagan. He wasn't a perfect guy either. I mean, he did some things that were questionable too. Every president does. You're not going to get perfect until you get God to rule and reign over the heavens and the earth when Jesus returns. But listen to these words of Ronald Reagan.
We created government as our servant, beholden to us, and possessing no powers except those voluntarily granted to it by us. Now a self-anointed elite in our nation's capital would have us believe we're incapable of guiding our own destiny. They practice government by mystery, telling us it's too complex for our understanding. Believing this, they assume we might panic if we were to be told the truth about our problems. Why should we become frightened? No people who have ever lived on this earth have fought harder, paid a higher price for freedom, or done more to advance the dignity of man than the living Americans, the Americans living in this land today. There isn't any problem we can't solve if government will give us the facts, tell us what needs to be done, and then get out of the way and let us have at it.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Ronald Reagan. You said it perfect. Now, I'm going to hold this right here, and I want you to pay attention to this. This is from the book of Romans, all right? And you tell me what this means. Read that carefully. That is the way our society has gone, unfortunately, my friends. It is absolutely sad that our society has come to this. All right? And trust me, I'm not telling you this to beat you across the head and say, oh my goodness, you're wrong. Look, I get things wrong too. But this I know, the Bible is true. And we need to own up to everything that is happening in our lives, everything that is happening around us. And we must hold ourselves accountable for everything that is happening right now. It is maddening that people would say, oh man, I can't believe you just did that. I can't believe you just put a Bible verse up on your YouTube channel. Because it's the truth. Well, friends, thank you so much for joining us here at Live at 5. I am Vinn Dogg Radio, and this is produced by Money Bin. And shouts out to DJ Pat and everybody else for checking it out. My last guest, Gabby, last week was an awesome guest, and I might have her back again. We're working on that. And next week, huge guest. I'm telling you, huge. This is going to be a great show next week. It's going to be fun. We're not even going to talk politics, but we will talk about Jesus Christ. And we will talk about the love of Jesus. And you just never know where that conversation might go. But I guarantee you, you will be blessed next week with that guest I have coming in. It's going to be exciting. God bless you. God bless America. Love and take care of one another, because you know what? This is a small world and we need to get ourselves on track and help others get on track with Christ. I love you all. Take care. Vinn Dogg signing off, baby. Live at 5. Out.